What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a phenomenal day. It's your boy, JB, back in the spot. And today we're going to talk about how people steal your energy. Sometimes at a cost, sometimes cost less, sometimes cost free. It's the most cost efficient thing. And they just take it, they steal it with or without your permission. So let's get into the breakdown. All right, because you obviously clicked on this video because you have some sort of connection. You have some sort of pattern with people wanting to take shit from you, even when you don't have a lot, right? They want to take from you because you have something to offer. You have something that's valuable that you always consistently bring to the table. So you got to learn how to protect that because that's who you are. Obviously, that's who you've been since a kid. So you don't want to stifle that or make the world or make ill-willed people make you shy. You don't want them to keep you in the house when you really want to be outside, you know? So let's break it down. So you have something that people want. You have something that they wish they can have. You have it naturally, organically, authentically. Okay? It's what you possess. They want it. So what do? When they don't know how to simply ask, like, how do you get that? Or how did you get that? They ask slick questions, like a buildup. So they stay close around you and they ask questions that are not direct but indirect. They are covert attackers. Okay? So that may look like, who gave you that gift that you used? I remember one time I seen you use such and such with somebody else. How you learn how to do that? Or you see what I'm saying? Meaning they're trying to discredit and demine and diminish what you possess. And it's very difficult for you to explain it, especially when you don't have the knowledge or the information. You just have the experience. It's difficult for you to explain to them because they are trying to mimic what you are. So they ask slick questions to steal your energy. And little by little, it's like being on FaceTime. You know, FaceTime and anything involving like a group me or a Zoom call, anything like that, being on your phone, it takes a lot of your battery, but not in chunks. So you'll start off the FaceTime call at 80%. In the next 10 minutes, you'll be at 76%. Like, damn, like I was just at 80. You know, time goes by quick, but it takes a lot of your battery the more you're on FaceTime. Next thing you know, you've been on the phone for an hour. You started at 80%. Now you're at 60. So your battery capacity is low. So now you got to put your phone on the charger. But you don't know what is taking your juice. It's them. It's the conversation. It's the pull. If you feel like you are over giving and oversharing, there's a reason why you feel that way. Because the person on the other side is pulling, just taking. It's not like this fireplace behind me. It's not I'm putting in logs and then when the fire gets lower, you put in some logs, you put in some sticks. Every time the fire gets low, you putting it up. You putting wood in there. You reigniting the fire. You making the flame bigger. It's you doing the work. It's you oversharing. It's you overextending. And I know you're tired of it. I know it pisses you off. And over time, we start to be like, damn, I know who is taking my energy. I know who and what and why I feel the way that I feel. But in the beginning, it's the slick remarks. It's the covert remarks that make people steal your energy. Okay, another thing. People have a way of making situations all about them to take your power away. Meaning, they will make themselves the victim in the whole story. Mind you, it's a lot of moving parts. Let's say it's 4 of y'all, or let's use 3. It's 3 of y'all in the equation, and they're going to use themselves as the protagonist, and the protagonist is the victim. So this is the All About You show. Like, me and the other person doesn't matter. Like, why didn't y'all help? And they're going to make the emotional pull of the situation is going to make you feel like maybe you should have guilty. Maybe you should have did something a little bit more. Maybe you should have put your life on the line. Whatever the case is, whatever the situation is, they're going to emotionally trigger you to steal your energy. Because once they got your mind, you almost through. But once they got your heart, it's going to some people never recover from shit like that. Never. But you got heart. You got heart. So it's going to take you some time. It's going to take you some time for that bruise to heal. It's going to take some time. But this is what they do. They're conniving. They know how to get close and back off. And make you think about them. Make you miss them. Like they were really worth the shit. They know how to stay on your mind. Leave little crumbs. And these are like real psychological phrases and titles that I'm giving y'all. Breadcrumbing. People do that. FBI agents. This is what the 3-letter people, this is what they use. They use breadcrumbing. They use slick trailing to get you to follow them and to follow through. It's what they do. All these manipulation tactics is true. This is what they do. And when you feel your heart being so at war, being so uneasy, that's when you know you got God. That's one of the surest signs to know you got God. For instance, when somebody makes you unsure of what you should say or what you should do, it's mostly on them. It's mostly on them. Why, JB? Because they have pulled you so far out. They got you confused. You pulled up to the scene. You pulled your phone out and used maps to see where to go. And y'all met here. And now y'all hopped in their car and they brought you so far out, you don't know where you at. It's almost like they blindfolded you. So when you're confused, it's mostly because of the other party. Not to move blame or no, because that could be manipulative in itself. But ask yourself, did I enter this relationship or enter this friendship, this partnership uneasy, confused? How am I now? How am I so confused now? And that's when you play the reverse engineering game. Well, people steal your energy in all type of ways. And you know, when I post a lot on TikTok too, we getting our support up on TikTok, and I'm salute to y'all. Thank y'all for all the support and all the love. It baffles me how many people love the people content. And let me tell you what I mean by that. They love hearing about people talk about the intricacies and the complexities of people. Psychology, energy, it's prevalent more than ever. I posted a video a while back that was, growing up is realizing that The reason why people are upset at you is because they know that you can do what they could never do. Right? And that's envious, jealous, viral. Another video I posted, it was people having a secret agenda, right? People having a secret agenda against you and them pulling your coattail and pulling your energy down, which is a very similar tone to this video. But why is that so prevalent now? Because people are so hurt and people need to look out. People need to look out for the signs that have been all around us, but we didn't know how to name, we didn't know how to categorize, we didn't know how to title, we didn't know how to see it. Because we were ignorant. We were just pure. They had something that was cool, you just gravitated towards them. They had a light to them. They had people liking them. They had a likability to them, and you thought they were likable too. So you go with them until you start to realize, like, this person is a messed up individual, and they're using us as pawns to build themselves up because they're not very confident. They're not very sure of themselves. They're the complete opposite. But why were we all so attracted to this person? It makes you really think. So I'm saying all this to say, it's like we are leaning back on each other to hold us accountable when it comes to people, when it comes to women, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to men, when it comes to coworkers, when it comes to money. It's like we are becoming our own therapists. Y'all seeing that? We are becoming a therapy group for one another. You know, the amount of comments that I get on these videos, man, like, this is why I have a voice. This is why you have a voice, because you can say things from your standpoint, from your perspective, that can help somebody that's either in front of you, on the side of you, or behind you. But any of those people are not better or worse than you. Where you're at, I was, and where you've been, I left. I just came from what you are now entering. So let me tell you a little something. Sit down. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just making you a little bit more aware. I'm increasing your perspective on where you're about to enter, the type of people that you may encounter. You can't stop anybody from experiencing what God, what the universe has in their pathway. You can't stop that. Who the hell do you think you are? So therefore, all you can do is give options. You can give perspectives. You can give different walks. You don't change up who you are when you see things shining, glitter, the glamour, the fame, the cameras, the lights. You don't change who you are. If it feels uneasy to you, don't do it. Like 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗦 say, it felt too awkward around it. It felt way too awkward around it. So guess what? I ain't going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, with it, about it, to it, with, from, nothing. Nothing. Because that's not who I am. I don't give fire to things and circumstances that's already on fire. That's already burning. That ain't me. I got too many people that's already attached to that. I won't be another one. So there's multiple ways that people steal your energy, but you increasing your perspective and your awareness on the ways that somebody can leech onto you. Like, and just being transparent, you know. In high school, for sure. It's me hold myself accountable and bringing that to y'all. In high school, I wanted to do shit just because. Like, I wanted to mess, like, when I was 17, I messed with a chick who was 22. When I was 16, I messed with a chick who was 21. When I was 18, I messed with chicks who was 26, 25, 23. You know, I always like older women. But I want to do shit just to say I did it, just for the storyline. And I had to ask myself, that's kind of, yes, I'm younger, and I don't know no better. But I did. I just wanted to do it for the story. So I'm saying a lot of us go through phases of just wanting to experience people just to experience them. And you don't realize that that could really set somebody back about 5 years, about 2 years, 3 years, because you getting them off their path and vice versa. If they just want to experience you, they want to steal from you. They're just getting closer and closer, asking more things. And then, of course, the debauchery is involved. The the sex, the money, the greed, the envy, the clubbing, maybe drugs, whatever people's into, right? Their vices. That gets involved. Oh man. Y'all bonded, but not in a good way. Y'all bonded from debaucherous things. And how sustainable is that? That only leads to a couple pathways, and none of them are up. Most of them are down. So there's so many ways that people steal your energy, and 2026 onward, 2030, 2035, 2040, stay aware. Do not allow nobody to tell you what to do. Just stay aware. If anything, listen to the undertone as to why somebody's telling you that. So I hope this helps somebody. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all next video.